All right, I think you guys did okay while I was gone. I really like the way everything looks.
Yeah. It's a lot more room for all the new gear we have.
Oh yeah, and there's so much new gear this week. Not only is there new gear out in the store that we can't wait to show you guys, but behind us, we got all this new stuff in. We got boxes, all kind of maybe some new products, some trade-ins. Yeah, what's that?
I can do my Vanna White.
Oh, you're gonna do Vanna White? Yeah. And actually, two of the boxes aren't even here. We had 4 Accuphases coming this week.
Yeah.
All kind of crazy stuff. So I don't know. Maybe we'll show them this new display over here first that you guys built, because I really like. Where's that? It's over here.
Yes.
I really like this one.
This one.
This one.
You were pointing at that one.
No, this one. This one's fun. So at the top, we have, and these are really hard to get.
I know.
This is the Accuphase E-3000. This is their newest integrated amp.
Oh yeah. Are we filming?
Yeah.
It's just like a photo shoot.
It's like a photo shoot.
It's Tom shoot is what it is.
So we got the Accuphase E-3000 in. That's their new entry-level integrated amp. It's not entry-level for hi-fi, but it's entry-level for Accuphase.
It's more the gateway into the Accuphase brand, which is just really, really high-end, top-tier audio performance. The E280 was great. I loved it. I had it at home for a while. We had it on the sales floors.
You had the E280 at home?
I borrowed it. It was actually for like a weekend.
Dude, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, but it was, I mean, it was unbelievable. But the E3000, they did a lot. This is not just like, oh, it's a new thing, there's some state-of-the-art stuff. There's a lot of things that are very much improved. It is a bigger unit, and that's just to get bigger VU meters. No, I'm just kidding. You know, there is a bigger power supply. The transformer, the filter caps attached to the power supply are bigger. There's a better dampening factor, so there's more bass control. You do have a little bit more watts. You're going from 90 to 108 ohms, and you do get all the way up to 150 at 4 ohms. And you have all the classics. I mean, their AAVA, their volume control, their circuits all right in front. You can't really see it, but that is really clean. They do have their feedback circuits built in here. This is more of a dual monaural build, so you can see the two left and right channel amps on there. And I wish we could take the top off, because it is like super, super clean. It is just giant transformer, giant caps, left and right channels, big volume knob. There is a nice circuit board here in the front and in the back for all your ins and outs. And I don't know, I feel like I just skimmed through most of it.
Oh, no, you're good. What I like about Accuphase, and I think a couple of the other higher-end brands too, it's like they don't hide anything, right? So like, if you want to see the inside, they have it on their site. You can actually look at it, check it out. That's why we didn't take the top off as much as we also wanted to. It's pretty cool, but not necessary. It's all laid out for you. Their manuals are sweet.
So on the front, you do have your bass and treble tone controls. You can turn those on and off. You do have moving magnet and moving coil selectability. There is a tape loop. So we use that in the store to kind of chain things together, and it's great if you're using EQs or if you're still using your reel-to-reel or cassette decks, anything like that. You do have a full tape loop like the old school days. Over here, instead of the loudness knob, they have the compensation, or not loudness knob, usually it's not a Yamaha, loudness button, which is something that was also very old school. They don't really have those around anymore. But you have the compensation button. It's really clean. It doesn't get things too beefy and muddy in the mid-range. Big fan. Attenuation, which is just easy if you want to just turn it down without messing with the volume knob. You know, I don't know if you can hear the click on this input selector, but it's pretty insane.
And it lights up.
Yeah, it just kind of spins around forever, an endless encoder. But then it'll just, there is a little LED that will indicate where you're at.
Like the E280, you know, you have the card slots for the phono and for their DAC. It automatically senses it when they're in. So these buttons, you know, won't really obviously do anything until that card is actually in there and installed. But it's nice that it's already there. So when that card is installed, you're ready to rock.
Well, I guess we better look at the back so we can see where those cards go.
Do you have to like turn it around? You got to get wheels.
Yeah, I'll cut to it. All right, so we got it turned around now. Look at that, it's like magic.
Yeah. Yeah, you got 5 RCA inputs, and you do have labels, like back in the day for your CD and your tuner. There is a XLR input. It is labeled balanced CD, and I would use it for that. I mean, if I had a nice CD player, I would be using XLR connections as the main thing. For me, I mean, most your turntables, they're kind of unbalanced, a lot of them, so that makes sense. You do have your tape loop the recorder, play and record. It's, you know, I call it a tape loop because that's what they called it back in the day, but you can use it for things that aren't necessarily tape now. But and then you have your pre out and your main in. So if you're, you know, you just want to use the power amp that's in here, that's how I use it when I had it at home, because I do use a separate tube preamp, and that was great. And then pre out if you're going to a subwoofer or you have a separate power amp if you want to buy amp stuff, and so that's everything you need.
Yeah, what's also nice is you do have these option 1 and option 2. What's cool is we just had a customer that got the E-4000. So in all their integrated amps, they offer these 2 card slots. It's super easy to install. You get the card, you unscrew both of these, this plate pops off, and on the card, I don't even know how many pins it is, but it's like a plug,
like
yeah.
PC plug-in thing. It goes down on these
massive,
rails, so it's easy to install.
Very easy to install. You just push it on the rails, set. There's one set you have to do on the cards. It's very, very easy.
Look at the speaker terminals, man.
Dude, they're nuts, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
These things are not playing games. Like, I
can hear those.
Describe it. What's cool too is you do have like a straight plug down, like every other thing. I wanted to see if there was like you could only connect it halfway through. You know, some integrated amps kind of stop it. You don't have that. It's a straight hole, straight.
Okay, so you can put the banana plug straight down.
Absolutely.
And then all the inputs come, at least the analog inputs come with these little covers, noise isolation caps, so you can put them over them. Actually, they come with them all on, and you only take off the ones that you are not using, or that you're using. So how does it sound, guys?
Dude. So I heard the E280 a lot. I liked the E280 a lot. When we plugged this bad boy up, I was blown away. I thought that was like a whole nother level. I had heard the E-4000 before also, and I just felt like the jump between the 280 to the 4000 was pretty large. This feels like that gap is not as large anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing with it. They're just getting the gateway into Accuphase just a lot closer to the E-4000, which really was a huge step from the E-280. So this definitely reminds me a lot more of the E-4000 than the E-280. So we've been super happy.
Now we'll tell them about the other ones in a minute, because they're over there.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't know if you knew this. We chained this up. Did you chain this up? I think you chained it up.
Oh yeah, I did. I already forgot how it works.
So the Accuphase is chained to the My Connect. We have the CD player, and we have they're all chained up so you can listen to any of them.
You know, yeah, they are, and it's not double preamped in a way. I do have to kind of reevaluate. I'm kind of messing this up where this is not going to this. It does start with the Accuphase and go all the way down. Yeah, the Accuphase is like the main brain of everything, but then you go to the My Connect so you can demo like the A12 and the My Connect. Yeah. Then it goes, the signal goes down to the Parasound P6 and the JC5. And then we also have the JC3 Junior preamp in there. So you can listen to any of these. It makes it very easy because any source that's plugged into the Accuphase here on the top, all you have to do is select it. And then it's just being fed to whatever other amp that we have on the system. And you can control the volume entirely from the main amp that you're listening to. You just have to select it and hook it up and select it to the E-3000. Super easy. And when I came in the first day, you guys were listening to the Sourcepoint 888s, which we got when we went up to New York at my friend Dan's house. He upgraded from the 888s to the V10s. Those are monsters to unload. Yeah. It's quite the unboxing, right? I was going to say I can lay down next to it.
It's huge. Look at that. They do make it easy to unbox, though.
Yeah, not too bad.
But once they were set up, you can even see the size difference between the 888s and the V10s. It's a pretty big size difference. Compared to the Sourcepoint 888, the V10 is massive. But the sound difference, like, he was, like, shocked with what it added.
Oh, my God. That's definitely an improvement.
You know, and the 888s in here, when I walked in, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a fun speaker.
Yeah, it's fun. The bass response, the dynamics, like it's just deep, accurate bass. It was super nice. So I'm super excited to have the 888s in here. What do you think the biggest difference was for the V10s?
Well, the V10s, I mean, not just the size, but they had passive radiators in the back, not just portholes for the bass to get out, and they had better crossovers. I mean, it was an upgraded speaker all around. So You know, I mean, you almost didn't need a sub with the V10s. I always say you need a sub, and you got the closest I've ever heard was with the V10s. The bass was incredible, and it's just, you know, the sound stage is really great and everything's really quick, but it's got the warm. It's just a really nice hybrid, and those upgrades really kind of helped get a little bit more performance. So it is a great speaker. The V10s are nice.
It was crazy. Like, he was like, oh my gosh, like, it was so good.
Yeah.
But you can see the 888s in the store, so you can listen to those. You can compare them to the Sourcepoint 8. Our most popular one actually isn't even in the store right now. It's the Sourcepoint 10, the new ones, the Master Editions.
Yeah.
We do a lot of those in systems. But you can hear the sound profiles really well with the 8 and the 888s because, you know, you're just going to get more when you go up to the 10s. But, man, the 888s sound good in here. Then we, of course, have the Monacoustic VC1s.
Yeah.
Still hooked up into that system. The Vienna Acoustic Bach Ultimates.
Yeah.
And that, everybody's going to complain there's nothing on the wall, but hey, that's just part of the story, man. It just takes time. You can't do everything day one.
Yeah.
You know? That's the comment. We'll get that comment, and then we'll get a comment that we all need to shave off our beards. Yeah. For whatever reason, these people hate our beards. But it is what it is. So that is the new system that we hooked up. And then if you go over here, I like how you guys put the Amphions over here on the wall. And we've been actually taking these off all the time, and we just set them on top of another speaker. But it shows like the size difference and the color difference. And we got the blinds down right now. It's not super bright in here.
It's early.
It's early. But this is the new system. You guys put the LaScalas in here. Which is amazing. They sound so good. We're still wearing them in.
In this space, the LaScalas are a lot smoother, and the horns don't pressurize. There's plenty of room for them to not do that. So it's been really nice just being able to actually kind of relax, listen to them, and they're sounding amazing.
Now, we got those next to the Fortes, but we are also burning in our new Accuphase separates. So the P-4600 amp, which one really cool thing about this amp is it's one of the only 2-channel high-end amplifiers that does A and B speakers, right? And what's wild with this combination and the C-3200 preamp, there's a lot of options that you can do. Like, we actually chained the Accuphases with the Luxman 507 and the Yamaha, so we have the TD going to the Yamaha, because a lot of times we're just listening to background music on the TV. And then we have the signal going to the Accuphase, which you can use an external preamp on.
Yes.
So the Yamaha is the external preamp if we want to listen to the TV. The Accuphase splits out, goes to the amp, which has A and B speakers, so we can do 2 sets of speakers. But it also goes to the Luxman, because we really find that, you know, when people want to listen to Accuphase or Luxman, they want to listen to both. So we got to have both of them hooked up so everybody can listen to both and hear the sound differences, because they're both Japanese-made brands, high-quality brands, they sound totally different. And then we hooked up the King. It's not on yet because it's still early in the morning. Not that you'll probably see meters or anything yet, but we have the EXM100, and right now we have the Advanced Paris XD500 CD player down there. We're about to change our CD players, though.
CD transport.
Oh, it's a CD. Oh, it's a CD transport. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I overspoke myself.
Yeah.
But you like the EXM100, right?
I do. I mean, and we're using the 500. It's going into the EXM100 using that DAC. If it's not, it should be. But yeah, I mean, the EXM100 is a streamer. If you're not looking to have a streamer with too many frills where it's too complicated, it's very straightforward, really musical. And it has a ton of power. Like, the power supply is very beefy, so the noise floor is really great, and it just performs really well. And the DAC by itself, I think, is phenomenal. And then you just add the stream magic, and you're good to go.
Now we got to show everybody. We go back here. We actually have an upgrade over here, which will lead into our next segment. Yeah. We have the Zazen 1 that we started putting on the LP8Xs. So I got to tell you, if you have an LP8X or really any other turntable in this range, adding the Zazen 1 is really going to do a lot.
Yeah, I'm slowly kind of starting to, maybe I'll be a vinyl guy one day. You know?
That'll help it get the clarity that you're looking for.
I know, like
right?
It's tight like a CD when you use these. It helps out a lot.
So that leads us over. Oh wait, there's something. Okay, I don't know. We got stuff all over, but I was going to say that leads us over to the Zazen boxes over here. But what's been even more popular than the Zazen, because the Zazen's really great. Yeah, no problem. I got it. The Zazen is great, but the most popular has actually been the Delos. I don't really know how to pronounce it, but that's like the walnut isolation platform, and this is the upgrade.
Yeah, those will support your big audiophile turntables. It's like 90 pounds and 100 pounds for the two that we've sold the most of so far. So yeah, if you got like a real serious oh look, it's Dwayne, one of the customers of one of these products.
This is actually his.
Yeah, that's amazing. He should have picked up. We were doing a video telling about and then it's perfect timing. He's here to pick it up.
Are they the focals?
Yeah, those are the Focal Canta 3s. So these were just traded in. So we have these Focal Canta 3s here. I don't know a ton about them.
I don't know nothing.
But they look very nice. You know, got the walnut, got the sandwich technology driver, F sandwich, handmade in France. So there they are, the Canta 3s from Focal. I don't know a ton about those, but they'll probably go really quick. So they're in and out. We'll get to we already talked about the Accuphase stuff. We had another LP8X order come through, so thank you for that. We did get a trade-in of an Audiolab 6000 CDT in black. Tom, you know about that?
Yeah, I mean, the 6000 CDT has been one of the best valued CD transports for a while. It's got the slot load, but everything else about it, I mean, I've had these in some pretty high-end systems, and it's not too much of a bottleneck at all. So I started with one of these way back in the day.
I was about to say, did you used to have one of these?
Yeah. I told myself I was gonna settle on this, and that lasted like 2 weeks.
You got the 9000, which we have a 9000 coming in that has a ding on it.
Yeah.
And that'll be a great deal on the 9000 CDT. It just has a little cosmetic defect like on the side or something.
Yeah.
And that'll be a huge deal for somebody. Then we have the new Audiolab D-9.
Yes.
Which you played with the other day.
Uh-huh. All right, guys, it is just me in the store for right now. Spencer and Lenny they're out at a local customer's house delivering a Accuphase E-4000, which is very exciting. It is the next step up from the 3000, which we'll see I got here behind me. They're amazing. So that's really cool. We've been getting a bunch of Accuphase in. We'll talk about that later. But I'm going to be checking out the brand new Audiolab D-9 DAC headphone amp. I just opened it up. I haven't listened to it yet, so I'll be kind of sharing that with you. Had the D7 in. I don't have it now, so I can't do a size comparison, but this looks... Oh, I'm gonna do that actually, looking at the Audiolab. So there it is. I don't have it hooked up or anything like that. And I sold the D7, so I don't have that for a size comparison. But I was really impressed with the D7. This is the next step, the D9. It's a lot bigger than the D7 was, and I'm really excited to check it out. So let's get it hooked up. All right, so I'm going to be listening to Hotel California on the Advanced Paris XD500 CD transport. It's built like a tank. Going to the D9 DAC from Audiolab. And that is running through to the Accuphase C-2300 into the P-4600. So the D9's got a few features that we'll check out. Fixed volume, it's got a headphone amp, so we'll kind of go through all that now, get it all set up for playback. All right, so it's playing right away. I can see PCM 192K. I just got done listening to the first couple tracks on the Eagles Hotel California album. And it was very nice. I'm really into DACs. The Sabre chips, they have their pluses and minuses, but the more I listen to them, the more I do enjoy them, especially when they're implemented well. this, Audiolab, they've been using Sabre chips in their, 9000 series, for a while. And this, you're getting an ESS 9038 Pro, which is pretty state-of-the-art, very low on the jitters with those chips. And that just really opens things up, keeps things really tight. All the guitar tones kind of coming in and out. I was really enjoying those. I hadn't even really noticed those. And the big thing, with this album, there's a ton of very distinct hi-hat, kind of panned over to the right a little bit. I'm playing these on Klipsch horns. I got the Fortes going, so that's kind of the concern, is that stuff is beaming at you a little too much. But it was nice and smooth, just very prevalent. Really just a very accurate, precise, just neutral, really enjoyed that. It is upscaling automatically. So those optical and optical and coax inputs on the D9 are bumping up to the max resolution that connection handles, which is 192K. And even that has pluses and minuses for me. I didn't notice, everything just really opened up and you could hear all the details and really feel the music. So I'm a big fan. The D7 was great for the money. This is the next step. It held up in a very nice system that we're using here. Didn't bottleneck it at all. So I can ramble on and on forever. I'll just wait for the rest of the guys to get back and we'll continue with the vlog.
All right, and after that, we got a Emotiva ERC CD player transport?
CD player.
CD player. So Emotiva made really good CD players. The last one we had in did not last long, so that's going to be in our used section, which also we have another trade-in, a Yamaha AS3200 came in. I don't know if that's going in the used section or if that's going up on the up in the main system. We'll might put that up there. But if you're looking for one, now's might be the time to pick one of those up too. And then Milton ordered the Luxman SQN150 little tube amp.
Yeah,
dude, that thing is sick. That's one of my favorite amps that we actually carry, believe it or not. I think it pairs perfectly with the Klipsch Heritage stuff. I mean, it can drive any of that. I love that amp.
Yeah.
So lots of crazy stuff this week, and then of course we didn't show these, but we had a couple E-4000s come in this week. So those, we're actually taking this one. Next week, they're going to see us out in Indiana again at Dave Tracy's house. Me and Tom will be out there.
You guys are third or fourth time?
Yeah.
So you guys are addicted to Indiana, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So we got the E-4000. We actually just delivered these to one of those to Ross yesterday, maybe, or the day before. So Ross also got an E-4000, so thank you for that. If you need an integrated amp, the E-4000... which you'll see a lot more of next week, is a great integrated amp. It's even bigger than the E-3000, the new one.